All right, so I'm back down in the West End again, and pre-warning, I have on more of a sports-styled headset right now, so I'm able to hear pretty much everything, but you guys are gonna hear a lot of wind. Hopefully this still picks up the sound of my voice. So as you know, I've been saying this for a while. I have 3 big rides planned, at least for right now. One is gonna be from, well, 4, actually, if I'm correct, 4, yeah. So one is from Dallas to Fort Worth, which is probably going to be my solo ride. If I get the crew together in enough time, I'm going to go from Dallas to Fort Worth. And after that, we'll do some training. And our big ride will probably be either from Dallas to Shreveport or Dallas to Houston. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to say right now we're going to go from Dallas to White Settlement, because I know there's some bicycle crews out there. Just get to meet some people, do some interviews, you know, all that good stuff. Take a nice leisurely ride. I don't take too many of those. I'm always gunning to go somewhere. Go through the loops of boosting. Every time I come through these, I feel like it's like a power-up area. Need to ride and push faster. But let's see. It's personal ride Dallas to Fort Worth, and then when the group gets together, we're gonna go Dallas to White Settlement? Yeah, White Settlement. And after that, Dallas to either Houston or Shreveport, Louisiana, one of the two. That's gonna be a fun ride in itself. Sorry, I keep adjusting the camera. Just I threw it on last minute to get out here on Tuesday night. It's a pretty decent night. And I don't know. Ooh, the House of Blues is now hiring. Oh shit. But anyways, Dallas to either Shreveport or Dallas to Houston is gonna be the next one. Shreveport will just be a nice, fun ride out of state. Houston is gonna be another ride where we're gonna go visit other crews in different parts of Texas and just really try to get to understanding of what do they do, how do they do, and how can we make Texas a more bike-friendly place. Because believe it or not, there's more bike nerds out there besides me. Yay! So I've been clocking myself recently. I'm topping out right now like maybe 117. Well, I bet not 117, about 17 miles an hour. If I'm really pushing it, I can get up to 20. And that's freaking amazing. I mean, I can't tell you how hard that was to get to. Pushing out those 20s is crazy. I'm thinking about actually going up a different gear ratio, if I'm being honest. For those who don't know what that means I change out the little clog down here at the back of the tire to something that's a little bit higher in gear teeth, so that when I rotate, I'm putting them out even more and more and more. But the drawback on that is the pressure it's going to put on my legs. Like, my legs aren't strong enough to take it. I might as well just be, you know, BSing myself the whole way. But I'm not going to worry about that. What I am going to worry about is the fact that I'm the only one that comes out here to ride. Why don't any of you people come and ride with me? Anyways, so Dallas to Shreveport, or Dallas to Houston. Shreveport would be awesome. I'm not a big seafood eater, and I know some people are, so we'll do that. Oh, look at this. Put a little blockade up. How kind. Oh, no. And quick sneak peek, if you're not from Dallas, this is the News 8 recording area. So if you're out here in the morning, you could pop up on TV. Yay! Anywho, just making it all around. And the big trip we have coming up is going to be from Dallas to Galveston, Texas, or Galveston. So I'm gonna go with just straight regular Galveston. And if that can be done the way I want it to get done, It's going to be a hell of a surprise. I'm just going to say the bike that we'd be taking there will not be regular. That's about all the surprise I can give you. Hint I can give. But it's really coming together. I got a couple people that want to know how to get down with me and roll. And besides being willing to come out here this late at night, I do other rides. Some local, some not. But just get your speed up. I need you to be able to do 10 miles an hour. I guarantee you, you can do 10 miles an hour. We can cruise all day. It can make all these other trips seem like nothing. But that's where I need you at. Otherwise, you know, I'd be dragging you the whole way. And who wants to get dragged all the way? But all in all, I'm really looking forward to these trips. I'm looking forward to getting in touch with everybody. I've already talked to a couple of crews out in the White Settlement area, you know, and they gave me their advice. But I'm more of an urban riding guy. You could even call me country riding guy. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't do the whole padded shorts thing and helmet that's crazy and all this other stuff. If you have a bike you like to ride and you want to roll with me, rock your bike. I don't care if it's a cruiser or a mountain bike. Yeah, there's certain things I think might be better, like switching out mountain bike tires for road tires, because mountain bike tires actually cut the amount of power you're putting out, as the road tires are meant for streets. Therefore, you can get more speed out of it and a better roll. But besides those types of things, you know, I just want to kick it. And don't be afraid to be big and get out here. Progress report on my personal weight. Whoop whoop. I was at 290 something about a month ago, and last time I checked it, I'm in my 260s. Right now I'm wearing jeans I haven't been able to wear for 2 years. You know, that sounds horrible to some people, like, why don't you just buy new jeans? I didn't want to because I knew I would lose that weight. You gotta be motivated. You gotta believe in yourself. Besides those trips, it's not like, oh, yeah, there is something else that happened. So, once I get past this wind, now, people that know me know that I have no issue with different types of religions. What you believe in is what you believe in, and I'm more than willing to respect that. But there were some young men in white shirts that came to my neighborhood, well, my apartment complex, and they want to know they could talk to me about Jesus. Unfortunately, they caught me in the middle of getting ready to do some preset training so I can get used to riding every day and get my muscles to where they need to make that Fort Worth drive. All right. And I looked at the guys. They were both on their mountain bikes. One was a little chubby. One had a better build than the other. You can tell he'd been out here getting his exercise on more. And I was like, yeah, man, sure. We could talk about all the religion you want to talk about as long as you can keep up. And I think that should be a thing, personally. I think if they come to your basketball court and they want to talk to you, you should be like, yeah, we could talk. Why don't you win best 2 out of 3? Shoot them up. Yeah, we can talk, but we got to play throwback tackle, and you have to be able to throw it to us. You know, something. But I said, yeah, as long as you can keep up. I took off, putting pedal to the metal. Not as fast as I accelerated right now. I don't know if you can tell that on the screen, but I just picked up a little bit of speed. And let's say the more well-fed young man had issue keeping up. And that's nothing against big people. Hey, I'm a big guy. But he fell behind. You see, and like I said before, if you can't do at least 10 miles an hour continuously, The reason I want people to hit that number before they come out here and try to bike with me is that's my steady cadence. 10 an hour. Now, do I slow down from time to time? Yeah. But my steady cadence is about 10 miles an hour. Not too fast, not too slow, just riding around. If you can't maintain that, that means I have to wind drag you. Basically means you have to get behind me. I have to be in front. And not only am I fighting the wind for myself, now I'm fighting the wind for both of us, and I have to drive at a certain speed or ride at a certain speed so you can follow behind and hopefully pick up on the wind tunnel effect. Slingshotting. And I'm just not feeling that. But anyways, hefty set young man was out within less than a quarter of a mile. I kick into gear, went past gear 1, 10 miles an hour. So now I kick into my second gear. It's about close to 15 miles an hour. I lean into my bike a little bit so I can get the push off of it that I need for my acceleration. And I'm going. Now, I didn't do it to be a dick. I just did it because, hey, I like riding the bike, and I really just don't have anybody to race against right now. But we were accelerating, we were going good, and he hung tight, man. I will give it to that young gentleman. He was doing it for his faith. He hung tight. He was not going to let me go without getting that card. So eventually he gets close enough to me to hand me the card. I take it off of him. He's able to ask me, I think, maybe a total of 3 questions before we hit the hill. And right before we hit the hill, it's a decently steep hill. It's not that bad, but if you're in a high speed gear, you would have to shift down and take it. So anyways, we hit the hill. I shift into my 3rd gear so I can power up the hill without losing speed, or I just give him my all going up the hill. He does not. So the last thing we were able to communicate on was he asked me could he write his name and number down on the card with the Jesus folks on it. I think that's who it was supposed to. He asked me could he write his name and number down on the card and give it to me. And I was like, yeah, and he got the card from me. Fortunately, I never got it back from him. Unfortunately, correction, let me not say that. He did his best. Unfortunately, I never got it back from him because when we hit the hill, I hit my 3rd gear and he was kind of just out of there. But that was an interesting situation. I've never been in that before. But besides that, that's mostly it. Oh, last thing is that Dallas to Firewheel ride that I did. My back downtown Garland to Firewheel Mall. I made it. I know I didn't get to finish it, but unfortunately the camera I have only allows me to do so much. So yeah, I made it. I got all the way over there. Only place that was open was In-N-Out. So to celebrate my victory, I sat at In-N-Out, had me a double cheeseburger with a chocolate shake, started riding back. On the bad thing about that is on the ride back, some sirens and lights came on behind me, and I thought I was in trouble. Luckily, it was just an ambulance. If you don't want to know why, or you don't know why, it's because the last video I did a lot of talking about a particular officer stopping me when I was riding on my bike to go do laundry and ended up with a handful of dirty drawers. So that kind of felt like karma. But luckily it was an ambulance. They drove past me, and I went on with the rest of my night. But that's been it for right now. It's not that much more I could talk about. Whew. But all in all, man, just live life, enjoy yourself, and no matter what you do in the coming up couple of weeks, whether you ride it every day, every night, or you're just an avid, like, whatever you do, man, get you a bike. That's the most I can say. Live, love life, and pedal. think that pretty much sums most of it up. Anyways, back to where I started at. And I feel pretty good. I'm not as exhausted as I once was. I'm losing weight. Things seem to be moving up. And